Hey guys, so I know my hair might look weird. I don't know. My hair just spins a wheel and kind of picks what it wants to look like for a day. However, that's not why I'm making this video. I just want to make a hopefully quick little video before I go to work. Basically, I just work as a baseball coach just for a little rec league. I'm just coaching third and fourth graders for one league and fifth and sixth for another. I'm going to be a junior, for those wondering. So, basically, what I wanted to make a video on is a problem I'm seeing a lot of recently with Christian content creators. And obviously, I would consider myself to be one. I make daily Bible verses. I literally stand right over there, set my phone up on that Four Seasons thing, and just stand and say a verse. But the problem I see is a lot of baiting into videos, a lot of trying to get people to watch, a lot of just, and another thing is realism. One of my favorite Christian YouTuber. We'll get more into him, but he was getting like flamed a while ago for copying something another person did, and yet you want to know the amount of people that I see just copying each other. I follow a ton of Christian creators, and it's like everyone copies each other, but no one's getting mad at them. I don't know. And people just keep doing the same thing over and over. I'm not trying to get mad, by the way. I'm just trying to help. But the main thing I see, don't scroll. The devil doesn't want you to see this. Sins you didn't know were sins, and then you must share the Bible. And must share the gospel. Trying to, in another account, showing videos that are completely different to get people into watching them to see what is going to happen, like really cool videos, like pushing gigantic snowballs off of people. You probably know what account I'm talking about. I'm not going to say any names, besides realism. With that other thing, I'm not going to say any names, though. But a lot of what I'm seeing is, obviously it's a great thing to have people watch, but there's so much of just people trying, at least it's looking like people are trying to get views and not trying to. Obviously, it's a great thing to get views on Christian videos because that means more people are seeing it, right? And I was so happy when my Deuteronomy video got 1.7 thousand views. That's my most viewed video on this account. I know it's not much for a lot of people. Like, realism will get that in 2 minutes. Probably less, but like, that's besides the point. And I will make it a 100 subscriber video soon. I put a Q&A out on Snapchat and Instagram. I didn't get many responses. I'm not popular on literally anything, not even Snapchat. I don't even have a 3,000 snap score. But just, it's a problem I'm seeing a lot of people just trying to get people to watch. It seems like it's a lot more of a view-based thing than actually trying to spread the gospel. So many YouTubers I'm seeing, and I haven't had the worst of it. I've seen videos by other people being like it being much worse. And I didn't experience much of the really bad stuff in Christian content, but right now I am seeing a big thing. Like, one big thing I'm seeing a lot is people saying, God meant for you to see this video. And that could be true. I'm not saying it's false. But what I am saying is no one besides God actually knows what is going to happen. No one besides God actually picks what is going to happen. Another thing I'm seeing is there's one account, I'm not going to say the name because I don't know the name, but also I wouldn't say it in general. That's like, you must say this. Like, you must say this prayer every day. One of the biggest things I see is one of the main trends I see, sins you didn't know were sins. I don't know what sound it is, but it's to like some sound that goes like, whatever I've done, or something like that. And then it immediately it's like, if you're still here, you must spread the gospel. And it's great and everything, right? But it's like, and again, people copying everything, not giving credit. Because honestly, who knows where it originated from? Because everyone's copied it anyways. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to just express my thoughts on this. Because, wow. It is something that has bugged me a lot. And I just see another main thing I see is, do not scroll. Do you have this amount of time for God? That's not a bad one. But a lot of it, guilt tripping. That is a word that I should have said. Guilt tripping people into watching. Because that's not what God wants you to do. You're basically making people feel bad about not watching something. Listen, our faith in God doesn't come through our phones. Our faith in God doesn't matter what we comment, what we share. Our faith in God comes from us, from our, I don't want to say our Bible. That is God's living, breathing word. But our faith in God comes from us and God. I think, anyways. I've really struggled to read the Bible for a long time, and I'm just really getting into trying to do it a lot more, so I don't know as much as a lot of people. But the main thing is, our faith in God does not come from our phones. It doesn't matter what we do on our phones. I'm not saying don't share the gospel. I'm not saying this is bad to do. I'm not saying if you share stuff, it's bad, right? But it's like, again, guilt tripping is the best word that I could describe. And I don't know, I don't like getting annoyed, but it can annoy me a lot. And do I like admitting that? No. But it's true at the end of the day. Yeah, twin shirt on. Won 2 games in a row. Now against, granted, the A's, but one was 10-4, one was 10-3. Byron Buxton's doing amazing. Just, I love this team. 33-27. But there really is a big problem with Christian content nowadays, it feels like. Now, obviously, there's really no definitive way that we can know exactly what to do on the internet to share the gospel. Because a lot of it comes from, literally, the Bible was made thousands of years before phones even existed. And the internet even existed. Social media even existed. And I think social media is literally the best way to spread the gospel. And I know people have short attention spans and need something interesting happening. But again, one of the main things I see is guilt tripping, copying everything. Again, I'm not going to say any names. Like, do not scroll. There's a lot of problems, it seems like, honestly, but it has gotten better. Seems like, anyways. Because I know before, or at least at some points, it was all over the place. Like, there was that one guy I saw in a video who was like, you might think, like, or like this wants you to think like this minion is the devil or some stupid stuff. I don't know, but I hope we can fix it. Stop trying to guilt trip, get views. Listen, views are great, right? They're a great plus, but that should never be our first goal, to get views. That should never be it. Views are fantastic, right? I just hit 20,000 views on my account a few days ago. Around the same time I hit 100 subscribers. But yeah. I have faith though. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Always remember that. Alright, guys. Have a fantastic day. Soon I gotta get going to work. Hopefully it's another great day of practice. It's third day of practice for the year. And yeah, God bless, my friends. Have a blessed day.